Hello and welcome. Today's topic is about the law of attraction. I hope you enjoy the view of my plants. It's like 4:45 a.m. on Sunday, December 27th, 2020. And I just felt very inspired to create this and get it out because the law of attraction has really changed my whole life, and we'll talk about that later. Now, there are 12 spiritual laws of the universe, and these spiritual laws are an interconnected network that impact every aspect of our lives, whether we realize it or not. Today, we are focusing on what is probably the most well-known of these laws, and that is the law of attraction. The law of attraction is the attractive magnetic power of the universe that manifests through everyone and everything. Even the law of gravity is part of the law of attraction. This law attracts thoughts, ideas, people, situations, circumstances, and the things that we think about. This matrix we live in is made up of different types of energy. Nothing is truly solid, and everything you see in this physical world, including you, is simply vibrating at different frequencies. I have discovered that even though I am 56, the energy and frequency I naturally emit is a lot younger than my actual age and is very vibrant. How do I know this? My first clue came from a psychic medium I spoke with on occasion several years ago, named David. David has never met me in person. This communication was all done over the phone. Every time we speak, he always tells me, "Pam, you have very beautiful, vibrant young energy." I always jokingly say, "Well, how old do you think I am?" And he says, "Oh, I think you're probably in your 30s. I always laugh and tell him my age, and then he says, "Well, your energy is not that age." Now, I could dismiss this, but you see it has shown up in my life, so I know he is reading my energy right. You may ask, well, how has it shown up? My closest friends that I communicate with daily are in their 30s, and we have been friends for most of the past decade. The youngest of my friends I actually have a very deep spiritual connection with. Some may call this a kindred spirit. When we met, I set out on a mission to teach him the law of attraction. He has thanked me many times, always telling me that I made a big difference in changing his life. But he also did something very wonderful in my life, which I'm very thankful for. When I was going through cancer treatment, he showed up, he cheered me up, and he gave me hope and strength. So that is the best example I can give you, that we all have a frequency and a vibration. We are all energy. Nikola Tesla famous quote is, "If you want to know the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration." I love that quote. Going deeper now, I believe we come into the world with our essence, which is to me our energy, that vibration, or our certain frequency. And I believe that this is like our set frequency. So when I tell you this psychic medium picked up my energy as being young, vibrant, and he always says it makes you feel very good to be in my energy, I believe this was what I was born with. Now, on a daily basis, it can change. I also believe when I say believe, it's my belief, not set in stone, so to speak, and we all have our own right to our own perspective on our own beliefs. So with that said, I believe before we incarnate to this earth, we have mapped out our life with a high divine council. I believe we come here with a purpose, a destiny. So I don't believe I attracted cancer by way solely of the law of attraction. Now, if you have ever heard of Louise Hay, she wrote a book about energy and illness in the body. When you look up breast cancer, it's all about mothering and nurturing being out of balance. For me, this was true. I had always felt my mom didn't love me. So I give my kids overabundance of love and nurturing out of balance. My mom, however, was the only one that drove 55 miles in the winter the night before my chemo treatments and stayed with me the day of chemo and the next day, leaving on the morning of the third day, which was perfectly fine with me because by the third night I was really sick and suffering, and I loved her so much I didn't want her to see that. But through that whole process, I learned that she very, very deeply loved me, and this re-established that balance. And I also learned to not be so over nurturing with my own children. However, my intuition told me it was also something that happened to me to wake me up, and because of it I started what some call the dark night of the soul, or the spiritual awakening. Now let's move on and talk about energy and emotions. Our feelings, thoughts carry energy. When we feel good or we think in a positive way, we emit positive energy. If we feel bad or we think in a negative way, we emit negative energy. So whatever energetic pattern or frequency we come internally manifests itself externally into the physical reality. In around 2008, I had decided I wanted to make changes in my life that were more positive. I ended my relationship with my son's father. He was very, very verbally abusive. He was an energy psychic vampire. I left him because he was making me feel like I was disappearing energetically, draining me every moment I was near him. And the other reason I left him was I felt like my son was being exposed to this man treating me so badly that when he grew up, he would feel like that was how you should treat women, and I did not want my son to treat women like that, so I left him. And I left him and I moved to a different town, and my vibration I was emitting was one of wanting to heal and change my life. And I left him in the fall of 2008. It was like late October. Or no, actually it was the beginning of October, yeah. It didn't take long for the change to begin. It was like in 2009, January, after I'd left him, I was in one of my favorite shopping places, a bookstore. At that time, it was Hastings, but I think they closed down their franchise. But I love that store. When I was drawn to a CD set called The Secret, I had no idea. It was very intriguing. The Secret. Now, what is The Secret? It is one of the best ways that explains the law of attraction, if you ask me, and it completely changed my life. I learned I had been living my life by default, and I could now take control of my life. Whatever energetic patterns or frequencies we carry internally manifest itself externally into physical reality. You see, we are truly powerful. This is not a conceptual way of thinking. This is quantum physics. Today, quantum physics is revealing what ancient masters already knew, and that is simply that the substance of the universe is consciousness. Now, I want to continue making videos on the law of attraction, but more importantly, I want to do teaching on manifesting and on how powerful our words are. So look to the future for these types of videos. I'm a healer. I'm an energetic healer. So I really enjoy helping and teaching people to find a better way to deal with life. I hope you enjoyed this video, and bye for now, and love and light.